Hi guys, so I am going to dye my hair black, but the first process is dyeing with henna. And what the henna does is it helps to bind the indigo to your hair. So we're gonna get started with like 125 grams of henna powder. And I chose Xenia. I got this off of Amazon. It's again like 125 grams. And I'm gonna go ahead, this is 1 lemon that I'm putting in here, the juice from 1 lemon. And I'm gonna put some warm water in here. So, let me go ahead and get that. Yes, I'm running water. I didn't want it to be cooled off by the time that I do the video. So, let me go ahead and get this warm, but don't want it hot, just warm. So let's see. I see a lot of people put oil in their henna, but I've heard that the oil, you don't want to put too much in there. And I'm also using plastic materials to mix this up. I'm gonna add some more water to that. And just mix it around. I want it to be like whipped cream. So the consistency of whipped cream. The lemon juice is supposed to help the dye release in the henna powder. And it's a yucky looking green right now, but once it settles, I'm gonna leave this overnight. It should be like an orangey brown looking color by the time that it sits overnight and the dye actually releases from the henna. So give this a good stir. You don't really want any lumps in it either, so stir it up pretty good. It's looking good. I think I am gonna do just a tad bit more water, because I don't want it to be so loose and soupy that it won't stay on my fingers when I go to put it on my hair. So that's looking pretty good. It smells really earthy. I have never used Xenia before, if I have not already told you guys. So this is gonna be something new for me too. And stir it around pretty good here.
It looks so much different on my phone.
Stir it up pretty good, and that should do it. So what I'm going to do now is take some saran wrap, and I'm going to put that spoon up in there. Take some saran wrap, get it there, and cover this bowl up and leave it until tomorrow. I will come back and let you guys see what the color looks like after it has sat overnight. And that is the beginning of our henna / indigo treatment, and I'll be getting back with you soon. So I woke up this morning, guys, and I do not see the infamous brownish reddish hue that most people see when they leave the dye sitting overnight. I do see like some brown around the edges of the bowl, but the mix itself, not so much. Gonna apply it anyway, and we'll see how it goes. I know I had mentioned that some people put oil in their henna, but I hear that when you put oil in the henna, then it doesn't allow the color to stick as long as it should. So not putting in any oil. I'm not putting in oil after the application either, because I'm gonna go in within 24 hours of washing it out and put the indigo in there. So I'm gonna be oilless in my hair for about 6 days, 5 or 6 days, because I washed it yesterday, and then I'm applying it today. I'll rinse it out tonight, then I'll put the indigo in tomorrow, and I will let the indigo kind of cure for about 3 days before I do anything else to it. Wash it with soap, shampoo, or anything like that. So anyway, I will be getting back with you guys to maybe I'll go in there and let you see how I will actually apply the henna and what my hair looks like before. So yeah. Now at this point, I'm getting a little scared that I am running out of henna. Now I think I told you guys that was like 125 grams. So if your hair is somewhat like mine, you may need between 150 to 200 grams, because I am about out of this right here, and I am trying to make it stretch is what I'm doing. So which makes me a little scared, because I thought I had more than enough, honestly. So now I'm questioning my indigo, because my indigo comes in the same freaking container. And it may not be enough. Not cool. But it's really supposed to be kind of thick when you put it on, so it can cover all of your strands. But this side is not going to be as coated as the rest of my hair, and I'm really trying to get it in there. So I'll be back. So guys, this is the result of my henna treatment. As you can see, where my hair was really gray at is now like this orange tone. I'm pretty satisfied because, as you know, I don't know where I'm looking at, but as you know, that when I got up this morning, the henna was like an army green looking color, so I was a little iffy about it, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's gonna be probably a little messier when I do the indigo, so I'm not gonna film that, but I am going to apply it in the same way that I did the henna, but I'm gonna let it stay on for 3 to 4 hours instead of 7 hours like I did, essentially like leave it in overnight. So, but yeah, I will say this. It does seem to like, it feels like I did a protein treatment. My hair is a little rougher than it usually is. But I mean, all that'll change, I'm hoping, once I, can put some oil or something in my hair. I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if I've told you, but I usually don't use conditioner or anything. All I use is shea butter, and it works for me. It may not work for everybody, but it works for me. As far as like just doing twist outs and bread outs and things like that, shea butter, organic raw shea butter is my staple. So usually after I wash my hair, and I wash my hair with a shampoo bar that I make that is primarily shea butter and other oils. So once I get out the shower from washing my hair, then my hair is really soft and manageable, and then I go in with shea butter throughout my hair. So anyway, I am going to do that with the indigo now, and I probably would come back tomorrow and let you guys see. I do know that they say that indigo needs like 3 days to really cure, and it gets darker as the days progress. So we're gonna try it out. See ya. So this is what the indigo powder looks like, and it's by Xenia as well. As you guys know, I barely had enough of the henna powder in the 125 grams to cover my head, so I am praying that I can do this strategically so I won't be scared to death. On the container it says to add like warm water or either hot lemon juice, so I chose some lemon juice that I have in the fridge. So I'm gonna pour that in there, and I don't know how much that is. That's probably like a half a cup. This is a 2-cup measuring cup. So I'm gonna pour some of that in there. And I don't think it's gonna be enough, but I'm gonna stir it around anyway. And then I'll probably go back with some water. Once the paste sits for like 15 minutes or so, the container does say to add a pinch of salt to make the color darker, so I am going to try that. So that half a cup of lemon juice was not enough. So I got some warm water over here, and I'm going to stir that into the paste, and I'm gonna let this sit. I think this is supposed to be more pasty for some reason, and I hear that it's harder to put on your hair. So I'm gonna get back with you guys once I've applied this treatment and let you see the color of my hair. See you shortly. Hi guys, so as you can see, I have finished my indigo treatment. I did it right after the henna treatment, and they say it takes several days for the color to like really sink in and get darker. But if you see, I hope I'm not flashing y'all, but it has covered my gray. Not only has it covered my gray, but it has covered the red hue from the henna. So I am quite pleased with it. I'm gonna let this sit for like 3 days, and then I'm gonna go in and wash it with my normal routine. I already told you about that. So after that, I'm going to, my 2-year natural anniversary is coming up on the 19th. So I'm going to blow my hair out for the first time, and I'll come back and do a length check with you guys. I may do another updated video on the length. As far as I can tell so far, it looks like the back is probably armpit length. The sides are a little bit shorter. They tend to be shorter for some reason. But yeah, so these are my results. And so I hope if you guys are wanting to try henna and indigo to dye your hair naturally, that this convinces you that it definitely works and better for your hair. So I'm pleased. Talk to you soon. Bye.